This morning, during my prayer and contemplation time, I read this blessing written by Jan Richardson, which I wanted to share with you today. She writes, "To all that is chaotic in you, let there come silence. Let there be a calming of the clamoring, a stilling of the voices that have laid their claim on you, that have made their home in you, that go with you even to the holy places, but will not let you rest, will not let you hear your life with wholeness, or feel the grace that fashioned you. Let what distracts you cease. Let what divides you cease. Let there come an end to what diminishes and demeans, and let depart all that keeps you in its cage. Let there be an opening into the quiet that lies beneath the chaos, where you find the peace you did not think possible, and you see what shimmers within the storm." As I read that blessing today, I thought about the story of Jesus asleep in the boat with the disciples, when all of a sudden a huge storm comes up on the sea. The waves are crashing, the wind is blowing, and the disciples are terrified that they are about to lose their lives. So they wake Jesus up. How could he be sleeping in the midst of this storm? They wake Jesus up, and he simply sits up and says to the sea, "Peace, be still." In some ways, that story reminds me of the life of faith, that we are all of us in the same boat. All of us are traveling on perilous seas, whether we know it or not. The wind can come up at any time, and the circumstances of our lives will change. The trick is having the courage and the faith to turn to Jesus, to ask him to awaken, and to find what shimmers for us in the storm. Because even in those moments of terror, even in those days of fright, there is a gift. There is the gift of grace and the gift of knowing that indeed we are not alone. There is the gift that shimmers in the midst of the storm. My challenge to you this week is to think about, maybe talk with others via email or on Zoom calls, or just with your family unit there at home. What is it that is shimmering for you in the midst of the storm, which we understand to be the coronavirus pandemic? What is it that comes to you as a gift, even though life feels uncertain and a bit stormy right now? Let us pray. Oh, gracious and loving God, we thank you for your presence in the midst of the storm. Give us the awareness of the waves and the wind. Enable us to find the courage to awaken you, to call upon you for strength and comfort, for hope, for our very survival. And give us the eyes to see that which shimmers even in the midst of the storm.